That's me right now. When I be in the lobby helping customers, I have my tablet and I put my phone on top of the tablet,
Yikes.
and I'm popping pulls.
No, you're not. Why have I unmuted to hear you say
I
that?
swear to God, I am.
I'm so glad that I started recording when you say that's incrimination. You're under arrest, sir. I mean, honestly, says me though. The amount of times at the start of the app, I'm like, yeah, I'm actually working right now as I speak while I'm recording this podcast. So, like,
Yeah, I'm on Dokkan. I got a Goku Black Rift over.
you're like, okay, sir, sir, the system has gone down for a second. Could you just give me fucking?
How have your summons gone over there, Flame? I've been back on it since the 9th, Annie.
On what, Dokkan?
Yeah.
Oh, my shits are always cracked. I have crazy luck. Let me not say that.
Yeah.
Fucking the bandit
Nah,
tonight.
fuck you. You do have crazy luck. Fuck you, guy.
The next banner's dropping like 2 hours, don't they?
Yeah, 2 hours. Shit, we're gonna be recording, bro.
Alright, might have to pop a.
This man gonna be working, recording, and summoning.
Fuck it, bro. Yeah, no, it's been pretty good though. I got most of the new units. I mean, I buy them now if I don't get it. Fuck it.
But you got money now, man. It's different. We're not broke no more. We know what I'm saying. We got money now. It's different, man.
Yeah, it's been pretty good though. That new Gohan that's coming out tonight is apparently like super good.
Bro, I've seen nothing but tweets about that fucking unit. And everyone's like,
what, Gohan?
I think so. I think that's the one. But everyone's like, yeah, this guy's fucked. Like everyone's just saying he's levels above everything else. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's like defense is like your best friend in Dokkan, but like this guy's like, oh, I just defend everything and then pop off like a max attack stat.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, which is crazy because like the last couple of units that just released were all also really good.
Yeah, like that Trey unit's cracked too.
Oh yeah, I was super happy I got them.
Yeah, that's how Dokkan makes, like, I think I was saying it on stream the other day, but Dokkan, fuck, dude, it makes so much money. I know that we say that all the time, and it's like, oh, no, yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious, but like, what is it? Like, if we could, like, hold on, let me check real quick. Dokkan Global, July. You know what? You know what? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 122 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. I'm here with normal guy, with always busy guy. I'm here with Shanks guy, and I'm smelly guy. What's going on, guys?
Yo.
Hello.
Knight is going to be late for 10 minutes, even though he's here. There he is. I'm kidding. We're back once again for another episode of the podcast, episode 122, the first episode in our 5th year season. I don't know, is this season 5 for the podcast? I don't know. We're back. As you can see, there is a missing member. That is Todd. I just want to give a shout out to Todd and Carissa, who will be getting married, I believe, tomorrow. Or not married, but their formal celebration, and, you know, they're actually having, like, the wedding and etc. They are already married, but, you know, it is what it is. Alas, though, all the best to them. Hopefully the day goes as planned. You know, this is a shout out from the GGP crew to you guys. Much love from all of us. We appreciate you all very much, and especially
Should have
Todd.
been me.
Shouldn't mean that white dress, you know what I'm saying, dude? Fucking hell.
Oh, God.
But yes, as you might have already heard or seen, we have Stump with the crusty mic because he's driving around and whipping and working today. But, you know, when Shanks comes out, he has to be involved. Stump, I think it's like your first episode. Like, I feel what feels like a year at this point now. What's been going on, dude? How you been?
I was actually thinking about it. I think the last time I was on was when I was in Japan last year.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a hot minute, but it's good to be back. I missed you, boys.
Catch us up. What's been
happening? Well, bought a new car. Having a kiddo in about a month. It's been pretty busy times.
Look at these fucking adults, man. Todd's getting married. Stump's having a kid. Fucking, then there's the three. Flame talking about playing fucking Dokkan.
Shanks having a kid?
Shank's having a kid. Yo! Hey, spoilers, man. Spoilers, man. Stump's name is... Stump's either naming his kid... He's naming his kid Pierre. He's naming it Uta. It's one of the two, mate. It's nothing else.
Yeah, and then flip it around. If it's a boy, it's Pierre. If it's a girl, it's Uta.
There you go.
And then you just have Pierre as the middle name, I guess.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm the goat, man. I'm always gonna be around.
But no, yeah. So it's been pretty busy times, but we're all pretty ready to go. And
Hell
About
yeah.
4, yeah, only about 4 weeks to go from now. So
See, that's
exciting times.
cooked. That's so cooked.
Mhm.
My God, you're gonna be a
Yep.
dad. I remember when you
Yeah,
messaged
so
me,
weird.
and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on? This guy's a father.
Yeah.
He's a
You're
responsible
actually one of the
adult."
first. You're actually one of the first people I told,
I know,
actually.
I
So
know, man. You know, it's
this guy.
wholesome shit. Fuck you, by the way.
Congrats, man.
No, fuck Stump. You know what I'm saying? Got to bring that out there early.
Hey, man.
My
All
God.
I'm gonna say-
we're gonna be
all
talking about.
I'm gonna say, don't let the baby do pulls.
Yeah,
Don't do
dude,
it.
the kid
Don't
can't be
be
an
one of
iPad
those.
kid. Can't be an iPad kid. Stay away from the tech,
Nah.
man.
Yeah, nah. My partner definitely won't allow that, dude.
Or the opposite. Get them
Okay,
playing
good.
Treasure Map. You know,
My-
Treasure
my
Map's
head-
out right now. Get them practicing TM. You know, do
Yeah,
some-
give it. Babe, it's for coordination.
yeah,
It's,
get them grinding. You know what I mean?
it's eye coordination, you know.
Yeah, it's good.
Nah, but yeah, it's pretty exciting times. But my partner's doing well, so that's good.
That's good. Very positive
But
indeed.
yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge, and we went back to Japan this year as well, which was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very different to last time. But still had some great times over there, and hopefully we'll see other parts of the world once the little one comes.
Absolutely. Very, very good. Flame, what's been crack-a-lacking, dude? What's been happening? Talk to us.
I've been good, man. I've been
Normal guy
I've been
is
grinding.
out and about. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I've been grinding, dude. Literally, all I do is I go to work. As soon as I come home, I gotta do my fucking YouTube videos.
Man's
at
watching.
like
Man's
1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Man fucking comes home. He starts watching anime openings, anime endings, Ado compilations. Fucking
Yeah,
hell,
dude,
mate.
it's going good. I got like 30 people on Patreon now.
Holy fuck! Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Damn,
yeah,
man, let's go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is all in like 1 week.
That's
I got
insane.
those on Patreon.
Damn.
I started officially getting paid on YouTube.
He's back.
like
He's
like
back.
10 days ago.
Hell
That's
yeah.
going pretty good right now. And I've gained like 5 or 600 subs in less than a month.
I love,
Yeah.
I love like this is gonna sound like a roast, but it's not meant to be. I love when it's like you're reacting to like Vinland Saga. It's like 200 views. Then it's like normal guy reacts to openings 5,000.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, fucking 15,000.
Who's
20,000.
clicking on that shit, man? Like I'm gonna be like, if bro clicks. Like,
And you know what's funny?
Normal guy.
You know what's funny? All the motherfuckers in there are the people telling me to react to the shows.
It's
and then they don't watch it.
And then they don't watch that shit. But then it's like, yeah, Flame reacts to every single Bleach opening. Everyone's like, yeah, let's go, Pog. Like everyone's so excited. Like, what the fuck?
It's funny
dude?
as fuck.
It's good. Like,
Nah,
it's awesome though. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, at least one thing I try to do, because a lot of people that do it are like super disingenuine.
Absolutely.
And they see, like they've seen it and they just act like they don't.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like I'm very transparent in those videos. I tell them like, listen, like I know you guys want me to watch this, like I'll watch it, but I've seen it already.
Yeah,
like,
my reaction isn't gonna be as gas as you like kind of expect it to be, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
you
like
know.
I still go crazy for them, but like I'm talking about it because like I know about it.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's
man,
so funny.
it's been going good.
Yeah, what the fuck? Normal guy reacts to anime openings, 15,000 views. Normal guy reacts to Ado for the first time, 7,500 views. Normal guy reacts to
let's
Black
go.
Clover openings, 4.6k. Then it's like unbelievable episode Vinland Saga, episode 4 and 5, 150 views. Like what the
200.
fuck? This it's just it happens. It's crazy. Like normal guy reacts to anime openings for the first time, episode 4, 12k views. Then it's like, oh yeah, Vinland Saga episode 2, 3, 80 views. Like what the fuck, man?
What was a really crazy random pop up is I dropped a trailer reaction to the new season ReZero. That shit has like 3,000 views. I was like, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that at all.
It's so cooked. It's
Yeah,
so, but I mean, it's good.
the more,
It's good. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say the more of an audience I gain, like those other lower
gonna-
view videos are just they're
Yeah.
just gonna start getting more.
And
Yeah,
I think especially like those like kinds of videos where it's like reacting to anime are like kind of evergreen. Because like
Yeah, they don't go away.
yeah, when somebody like start like, oh, if I start watching Vinland Saga and I want to see someone's reaction in like 2 years time, let's say, you know,
Mhm.
like your vids will be there, you know, so there's that evergreen nature to them, which is really positive. So that's good.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
the cool
Well done,
thing.
brother. Well done.
Thank you, man. What was I gonna say? The cool thing about like the genre at least is music and anime in general. Like it's endless. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's always new stuff. There's always new stuff to like find, and then like The Patreon. What I do with my Patreon, because like a lot of people, all they do is like they just repost their videos uncut.
Right.
What I do with my Patreon is I do that, but I also add like an episode, or like I'll add like songs and I don't post them on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
But I also do other shit on there too. Like I play like any games that I play, I post like all of it on there.
Yeah, good.
And all my unboxings and shit. Like
Mhm.
so I give like I feel like I'm trying to give people like shit at least that they're worth paying for if
Yeah,
they want to
man.
watch it, of course.
As you should though. I mean, like it's positive. But I mean, you're reaping the benefits of it, and that's the win there for sure, mate. Hey, man, don't get too famous.
But
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
hey man, I'm gonna give the potty a shout out.
That's
We have a
fucking
million people
bad
in here.
time, man.
Let's go.
We need that money, you know what I'm saying, man? We're kind of losing, you know. I'm kind of broke, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
I got y'all, bro. I got you.
All right, Knight, what's been going on, dude? You missed our 50th anniversary, bro. You want to care to explain to the class, to the audience, why you missed it?
Asshole.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, it was my grandma's 90th birthday.
Okay,
so,
allowed.
you know.
Approved.
Man,
Approved.
fuck.
Approved.
No, I'm joking.
At least you know the past, right? So I got grandmother and GGP. All
Yeah,
right.
all right, now we know the tier list. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah.
Todd's wedding. Todd, dude. That's up there as well. What have you been up to, dude? How's life been going?
It's been all right, man. I honestly just been working out, and
Hell yeah.
just chilling.
We're getting Wham
Honestly.
2024, 2025 Wham night coming soon. I reckon it's time.
Yes,
Sign up
sir.
Sign up to the GGP membership to see pictures of Knight as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Good. This is why we brought him on the app, dude. Get that executive producer role, and Knight will send you update pics personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we're
Pits?
cooking. Pits too. I don't fucking know. Send everything. I can't speak today.
Hey,
Yo. Oh, that's good. That's good. Anything else happening? How's work? How's everything? Have you got back into Digimon? I know we'll chat about it a little later if you have, but have you had time to go play?
yeah.
again?
I mean, yeah, I did.
That's
I
good.
played again.
That's good. All right, we'll talk
Yeah.
about that towards the end of the show then for sure. That's good. Very, very positive. Absolutely. I guess
What
on,
about
What
you,
about
yeah?
you, man?
yeah,
Nothing.
on fucking my bro, I got a
Yeah, man,
job.
that big
Oh
news,
my
sir.
god, I got a job. I fucking got. Oh my god, I fucking got a job, dude.
I need that full story, bro. Let me hear that breakdown.
Of what the job?
Yes, bro. Let me know how it happened. I want to
Okay.
know how it happened.
All
I
right,
wanna know what's
so
going on.
I applied for the job on. I can give you the full fucking timeline, dude. It's crazy. I applied for the job on August 12th. I got my
Okay.
first interview. I had my first interview on, I believe it was August 21st. I had the first interview, and then when I finished the interview,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, it's going to take some time. We have a lot of interviews lined up this week." But I was like, "Yeah, no stress, no problem." 24 hours later, on the dot, like on the minute, I get a call. They're like, "Hey, we want to schedule a second interview," and I'm like, "Damn, okay,
shit.
bet."
That was fast.
And I was like, "Okay."
I think that's what you told us last episode.
Yeah. And then I was like, gangster. And then I had the second interview on the 28th where I met, the interview was like a one-on-one with like one of the big bosses. Like he's like one of the partners. And I was like, okay, he's meant to be intimidating. And I pull up, do my shit. And it's like the interview's scheduled for an hour. But like after 20 minutes, he's chatting to me about his kids. He's like, wife. He's chatting to me about life.
That's when you got it.
I know.
You got it.
He's
you
like,
win. You win,
he's
boy.
like, he's like, what do you do outside of work? I'm like, oh, it's gonna sound really weird, but like, I play a phone game and like, I have a podcast. And then he's like, what's the podcast? I'm like, GGP, I'll stay repping. And then he's like, and I said like, yeah, it's kind of like weird, but I mean, he's like, nah, it's not weird. What it shows is like commitment and determination. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's what the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So if you listen to this, you're the fucking man. Whatever your name was, David, I think it is. You're the guy. And then basically the same kind of thing. Oh, we have a couple more people doing their second interviews. We'll call you back a little later. No problem. 2 hours on the dot, I get a call. They're like, okay, so like they were really happy with the interview. Do you want to start salary negotiation? And I was like, oh fuck, okay, bet.
Okay.
So I had a salary that I wanted. They weren't going to offer it to me, which is, I guess, fine. And I asked her. I was like, can we meet in the middle? She said, oh, like I'll have an ask. And I said, oh, just quickly, like if I was to accept the lower salary right now, would the process be different? She said, no, it would be the exact same. So I said, oh, okay, bargain for me. And then like literally like a day after that, I I got another call, and then she was like, yeah, so this is the salary they're offering. Do you accept it? And I said, hold on, wait a minute. Like, does me accepting it mean I got the job? She was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, bet. I'm locked in. So got the job on like, I think it was about Thursday. I think it was like Thursday the 29th, I think it was, give or take, or maybe the following week it might have been. I can't remember exactly. Oh, sorry, it was the following week. So it was like Thursday the 5th of September. And I was like, oh fuck, okay, cool, no worries. And then I was like contemplating when I wanted to put in my resignation because, you know, fuck this job, like, you know, but I didn't want to, I also didn't want to, you have to give them like a minimum amount of days, like notice, etc., etc. And then I was like, oh, I'll wait till I get the contract in my email and then I'll send the resignation. I got the contract in my email on Friday at 1 p.m. And I was like, fuck it, we're sending this shit. 1:40 p.m., I send my resignation. My manager, my inbox was packed. Can I have a conversation with you? What is this about? What's going on? Mind you, I'm an asshole. My manager went on leave for 3 weeks the day that I submitted my resignation. So she now has to think about me resigning for a whole family trip the whole time. I'm living rent-free in there right now. And then she was like, she was trying to gaslight me. She's like, are you sure this is what you want? I'm like, yes. She's like, are you sure you're not making a rash decision? I'm like, no, like I have the contract right in front of me as we speak, like right now. Like I've got the job. And she was like, oh, and they're like, but we were promising, like, you know, like, oh, we were going to offer you so much, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, with all due respect, like, I've been here in this role under you for like 12 months now, and you guys haven't offered me anything or wanted me to progress at all. So really curious to understand what you mean by you had plans for me, but nothing was ever action. And it was just this like consistent back and forth of me just being like the biggest asshole humanly possible. And I was, you know what? I love it. You know, I was like fucking top hater.
You could finally speak your mind.
Exactly. That was the thing. I was like, I could speak the truth. I could be honest and upfront and put my resignation in. She went on leave. And then all hell just broke loose. Like everyone's blowing up my fucking messages like, oh, we need help on this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm actually not sure. Probably reach out to the team, you know, like I'm leaving soon. And I'm doing jack shit. And it's the best feeling in the world. But yeah, so I end on the 23rd. That's my last day of my job. Then I have like that week off. And then on the 30th of September, I start my new role. So really positive.
That's big boy.
It's a big boy job in private, in enterprise. So like, you know, there's a lot of room for me to like, you know, grow and progress and go from there.
It's in the same field, like, or same realm.
It's kind of different. So like, I'm in what is known as, so previously my current role before I'm about to leave is I'm a sysadmin and I work on like a Microsoft platform known as Power BI. But my new role will be in digital risk. So essentially, like, I'll basically be a pseudo auditor, go to companies, go to agencies, look at their IT systems, do an analysis of them, kind of determine their value amongst the entire tech stack, determine their risk profile, how to improve it, how to mitigate it, etc., etc. So I think there's a lot.
We're about to be audited. Come
bro, I reckon the place that I work is probably all over America as well, man. So like, I might have to pull up on you guys real quick, you know. But yeah, very very positive news. So I'm looking forward to a breath of fresh air for once at the bare minimum. But
congrats, man.
Thanks, man. It feels good. What doesn't feel good though is Legend Lucci versus Kaku.
Bro, before you go into a full deep dive on them,
I'm not doing jack. These guys suck ass.
It's so fucking retarded that they dropped them now. Like, dude,
yeah, it makes no sense. No, it made no sense.
Yeah, dude, if they were gonna drop that, first of all, it should have, like I told you a few weeks ago, Lucci should have had a standalone.
Yes,
but dude, they should have been dropped that. Like, that's crazy.
This unit is like, I don't even want to get into them. Like, I don't know. Stump, do you have much to say on Lucci and Kaku?
The only thing I want to say is that people gassing this legend up.
Dude.
Yeah. I was like, why? Why are you gassing this up?
Yeah.
This legend is ass, man. Yeah. They have one good factor, and that's that they do damage on their swap.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Like, that's the only good thing about the unit. Yeah. And we had that unit in 2020 with Kaido Crew, and everyone fucking hates that unit.
Yeah.
So, like, why is everyone gassing this guy up?
I don't know, because
like Flame said, this unit should have come out like 4 months ago.
It's such an odd, like, I think like the timing just didn't make sense. Like it just like, especially like it just didn't make any sense at all. But like basically the unit is like it's a driven fighter unit. Their swap, like the cool thing about this unit, I suppose, is that embedded in their captain abilities is the reduction of threshold and PDR, percent damage reduction, which is cool because maybe in future there's a lot of benefit to that. However, they only reduce it by 70%. So
yeah,
if it's more than 70%, you're still gonna have to deal with the repercussions of that reduction.
So the way they try and make up for it is they give you a buff. They give you the attack buff or they give you the ore buff, and that kind of makes up for the 30%. But the thing is, like, if you don't go into the stage as the right
so shit.
Lucci Kaku, it doesn't reduce it. Like if they swapped, like say for example there was damage reduction and then you swapped into Lucci and then it reduced it, that would be cracked.
I think
but nowadays, like if you just want to get around that, just run like Strength Blackbeard or Carrot or Cat Dog, like Gear 5 Luffy. Like it's just units that bypass it. So
I think like if it worked in the sense of like if I have Kaku out and he's reducing, I think it's threshold or whatever, like at the time. And then if I swap him, I don't get the threshold reduction anymore, but I get the percent damage reduction because I have Lucci out.
Yeah.
I think that would even be better because at least then you're not punished by having the wrong unit out the wrong time. Like the fact that you are punished not having the right unit out makes no sense. Plus, like they reduce attack down. I mean, like that's cool, I suppose. Like that, you know, okay, that's cool. In Rumble,
Blackbeard who does that in his captain, and
in Rumble, I think in Rumble you said they were fucking ass, so that's great.
Yeah, they're kind of ass just because like Driven and Fighter are ass. Like Todd made a pretty good point. I was talking to Todd about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if the teams get more, this unit can do stuff.
Sure,
but like it doesn't bypass defense. You have to have 8 Driven or Fighter characters, so
that's
like
too much.
There's not really room to move there.
Yeah.
And like I said, Driven or Fighter just ass, man. Just ass.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think before we move on, I think the big redeeming factor is the fact that their swap does damage. I think that's really cool. It's only the only benefit of it though is that when you're playing like when you're farming Himeis, swap. You know, you clear the whole fucking stage in like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, pretty much, which is awesome. Otherwise, I don't know. At least as far as I'm concerned, this unit doesn't really have many redeeming factors. I think the other poo-poo part about this unit is that their super swap doesn't turn them into a dual unit.
Yep.
And like that's annoying because if you super swap on like a stage 2 or a stage 4, you still have to pop their special to get the benefit of the threshold and PDR reduction. So it's like,
correct. Yep.
It's still kind of stinky in that sense, but I mean,
if they did go into their dual form with their super swap, it would make them infinitely better. But
absolutely.
I think as an end game player, you can still find use for this character just every month in treasure map. They're a treasure map legend. They're going to be boosted every month. They're going to have that ability to just like quickly bypass a mini boss, especially if damage reduction pops up, because we've seen how valuable that is with like Carrot and Cat Dog and stuff.
Yeah.
Plus you could just like switch on turn 1, special on turn 2, go into the final stage as the dual form.
Yeah.
And no matter which one you get slapped with, you're ready to go. So that's pretty much the only place that I can see them having value.
But even then, like I'm
it's not a need.
I'm more often than not going to use like Neko Captain still. You know, if I need to bypass that kind of stuff, like especially because like Neko also then has the benefit of like barriers, like, you know, like it. Anyway, that's Lucci Kaku. Good chat. I mean, one thing that probably is valuable to chat about is TM changed again. Who's in shock about that one, guys?
Fucking go.
No, it's a bad change. No,
that's bad.
That's great.
What do you mean?
Great.
It's great.
That's even for the positive and the negatives when it comes to.
Are we playing the same game?
Yeah, same game. I mean, sorry, you're back on fucking year 6 OPTC, man. Like we're fucking.
Yes, sir.
So there's not really much to like kind of, I guess, chat about per se, but there are a couple of changes that happened to TM that I kind of want to make light of and make known. The first thing was that all of the boosters or the boosters you pull for have the exact same point boost, which is kind of good for those that pull for the units, but then also kind of ass for those that don't, because the fact that they all have the exact same rate means that there is less boosters at different tiers further to that, if you're using them as a friend captain, you earn less of a reward by having them as a friend captain as well. So it's a weird change. I don't know why. I mean, for those that go to like that fourth step for guaranteed new character and get one of the boosters, it's positive because you're at least going to get a nice hefty boost out of having that additional unit. But in the grand scheme of things, there's really no benefit like at all, I suppose, to that unit to that change. On top of that, in a positive sense, before we get to the fucking negative stuff, it seems that every single shard drop is now a 2x shard drop, which is very good. More shards.
Yeah, I noticed that too, actually. I'm getting so many extra drops when it comes to
exactly
the little shards.
Yeah, so in the past, it was only on the invasion fight that you got the 2x shards, but now on every fight you get them. So that's a positive, especially the fact that you need 400 of each color shard to limit break expand a character.
Yeah, man, I'm always down on those little
You
bastards.
have no limit break materials ever. Like never once in your life.
Well, actually, no, I'm in a good spot right now. I'm almost 100k blue tickets. It's wild.
Yeah,
wild
now
out
you're
here,
gonna,
man. I'm
now you're
feeling
gonna
like
spend all of them like a dingus on this new Shanks and
Absolutely.
Kid unit.
We have Super Boss coming up, man. They'll be gone by tomorrow.
Exactly right. There you go. The negative change, which really much isn't much of a change, but it's worth being called out on, is that this might be one of the worst, TMs.
Actually, no, not one of the worst. It is the worst. Like,
okay, there you go.
I'm 100% dubbing it as the worst treasure map.
It is the worst treasure map in a while, if not ever. The fact that like, and then two things really stand out is that one, both I believe it's the main boss. Is it the main boss and the invasion?
It's just the Luffy fight, man.
So just the Luffy fight has an issue where you need to do damage to the back units in order to reduce abilities, or like, for example, in the Luffy fight, you get hit with damage limiter, and if you remove the back units, that damage limiter gets removed as well. And that works fine if you have Lucci and Kaku, because obviously their swap does damage and their special does damage. But the problem with that is if you don't have them, there's like, I think, what was it? Only one unit that will do damage that works.
There's two. There's two boosted units that you can use. You have Green Bull, who's a treasure map legend, or you have level limit break treasure map Whitebeard at 150 to do the damage cap.
Jesus Christ. There you go. So
what you can do though is you can get your PvP Akainu, now PvP legend, to level 150 and use his captain swap mechanic to like increase damage taken and then do more damage. You could do that.
Wow.
That also works. But like, yeah, like spam posters on that. It's so dumb, man. It's so dumb.
Yeah. So that's it. It's just a problem because it's just poor design. And also on top of the poor design, you get binded on your, sorry, not binders, you get special binded on your left-hand column for 7 turns of bind. And you might think, oh, okay, no problem. One of the rare recruits must remove 7 turns of bind. No, you're wrong. The Seraphims only remove 6 turns of special bind. So you still have 1 more turn of special bind to remove. And no unit, no swap, no captain ability from any of the new boosters removes that additional turn of special bind. So you are forced to bring either a further unit or a support, which I don't think has ever been the case in TM, where you are literally required to bring a support. And you might think, oh, well, that's no problem. I'll just put the Seraphim unit on the right-hand side and, we're hunky-dory. The problem is the Seraphim unit resists the blow-away mechanic, and the problem with that is the middle left-hand unit gets blown away on the boss fight. So you're essentially required, if you have the Seraphim unit, to put the Seraphim unit in the middle left column, or the middle left section, I should say. Which makes no sense, because why have you created a unit that only reduces 6 turns of special bind, but then the boss inflicts 7 turns? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I think that like these kind of oversights, when they're trying to be gimmicky and fun and go lucky, happy with creating units like Lucci Kaku, where their swap does damage and, their special's a bit funky and their captain ability is unique. They try to go too far off the deep end of doing things that are creative, that they miss out on the core fundamentals of designing content that is actually like not only like difficult to some capacity, but also like achievable by most players. And the fact that like me as a player who has Lucci Kaku, who has the Seraphim unit, I still have to bring, and again, I think I'm in a position that I have these units, but like I have to bring a unit that can have a support that reduces special bind, which, mind you, there aren't actually a lot of boosted units that have supports that can reduce special bind as well. Makes it very challenging to actually clear the content, and I think that it's a big mistake on their behalf.
Shout out to that Marco Vista that still has a typo in his support ability.
Yep. Marco Vista, you have the Garp on Kuzan if you have him, and like that's pretty much it for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
it's
So what
very
I
odd.
think what they wanted you to do is switch with your Lucci Kaku, and then use your Lucci Kaku special, and then you just pass the turn, and then when you move into the final stage, the extra turn of special bind goes away. No, like you know when you move from stage 2 into stage 3.
Yeah, of course.
That'll remove the extra turn.
That's so dumb.
But see, like that requires you to have Lucci Kaku, right? Which
Yes.
is bad design because not everyone's going to summon the new treasure map unit, and you still want it to be playable for
Yes.
everyone.
The
But one of the big factors that we didn't talk about is that if you don't have the bird, Lucci
you're
Kaku
fucked.
doesn't do enough damage to kill the back units.
Yep.
And if you don't kill the back units,
You're
you're
fucked.
stuck with the damage limiter, and every turn Brook max heals. So
Yep.
you can't like
and the
just like
unit gets
I'll
blown
just
away.
take my time.
I think
Yeah.
it is as well.
So yeah,
So
but
you-
it's just it was so poor. Like it was so
Yeah.
poor.
like, and also like territory is super cringe, is what we've realized as well. So you're
Yeah, 'cause
forced.
it doesn't count as a damage reduction effect, right?
No,
Even though it does damage reduction, it's what? Yeah,
it's
wow.
60% damage reduction, but it's not an effect. It's just a passive. Like you lose 60% damage. So it's like you have to bring a unit that has territory, which obviously there are a lot more that exist. But again, if you don't have Ace and you don't have the Hiyori, and you didn't pull for Law versus Blackbeard, and you might not have pulled for Luffy Kaido, how are you removing the territory? Like,
Yeah,
it's just oversights on oversights, which obviously isn't what we like. We expect this. We don't ever expect the content to be like, ooh la, like wow, this is good content. We expect it to be poo poo, but like at the same time, you'd at least expect it to some capacity to like work. I don't know, or just be like reasonable to some degree. I don't know. Anyway, we've held on for too long. Stump's been gooning for 36 minutes here, mate. It's time to chat about Shanks versus Kid. You know, that's what we're all here to.
Ooh la la.
We're all here to chat about.
guess?
Who'd have guessed? Shanks versus Kid. I think we all basically predicted this pretty much at the end of the last episode. We're like Shanks versus Kid, Dorry Broggy legend. Oh, guess what? Shanks versus Kid, Dorry Broggy legend released. There you go. They're out and about. We got a couple more legends, which I believe the part 1 releases today. Actually, as we're recording it, of course. So
Correct.
You know, very excited for that. But
No one summoned on part 1. If you summoned on part 1 and you're watching this video, like, bruh, come on, man.
You got rocks in your skull, mate, as
Come
Stump
on, man.
would say.
Yeah.
But Stump, do you want to chat with us about Shanks? Do you want to break it down?
I feel like every time I come on this podcast and we chat about Shanks, it's always the same shit. It's always, man, I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed.
He's trash. He's trash. He's average. Average legend.
No, hang on, pause. He's not average. He's definitely not average. In Super Boss, he's gonna be like one of the best characters ever. But everywhere else, it's kind of like, yeah. Like,
Can we hit it one time for the one time, please? Damage cap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, boss. Doesn't matter, mate.
Yeah.
Whoops.
There's just like, why did they make Shanks? Why did they make him in and Kid strength, man? Like, it's just a kick in the face, like an actual kick in the face. They're like, oh yeah, we thought about it, but no, we gave it to Kid instead.
So,
like,
yep.
Come on.
Okay, so Shanks is a slasher cerebral unit, int typing, which is hilarious. He does have final tap, which is also hilarious. Like, they just did everything wrong with the unit. Like,
No, I think final tap had to happen. Like he had to be a final tap legend. Like he said, like the scene is the one.
Nah,
the one
man,
tap
make him
blind
brush.
fighter. No,
Make him
no,
make-
no. Rush. What? When he's like rushing across the ship? to
Yeah,
stop
that's
Kid?
fucking gas
Like,
as shit. And then the final animation
on,
would be
man.
him doing the fucking divine departure.
Nah. It was always gonna be Final Tap, but like they made his Final Tap ass.
He's
Like his Final Tap is what
He's
a better version
it's so
of Future that came
it's
out
so
2 years
funny
ago.
that he's so average for a Super Sugar Fest. Like he's so like they've never made Shanks has never had a good legend. like
Shout out to 10th Annie Shanks, man, still holding his helm.
So the TLDR is that he's a slasher focus captain, despair removal. He increases crit rate, he applies resistance, and then he increases the slasher unit's final tap. That's basically his captain ability
And
in a nutshell.
Captain Billy up there.
His special so he does territory, which goes on with the theme that I believe Todd kind of pointed out, which is every one of the winners of the fights got territory. He reduces cooldown. He does a conditional boost that is a delay and weaken conditional boost. He applies the double conditional effect, so similarly to Big Mom and Robin, which is really cool.
I think you need six slashes for that to happen.
6 slashes, yes, I believe so. He also gives you another conditional boost as well, which is a defense down and increased damage taken. And then he also further increases conditional boost as well. So like he does a lot with this whole conditional kind of aspect of things. And conditional boost is a really powerful way to add a lot of damage. So his special alone provides a lot, plus with territory. I believe it's slasher territory, sorry.
Yeah.
So does a lot of damage overall.
So the thing with his special though is that you need the double conditional boost buff live to get the double conditional boost.
Yes.
For him. So it's like if they just remove that one line where he gives 2 conditions, doubles the conditions for basically 4 separate conditions, he would be like a disgusting damage dealer, like a ridiculous damage dealer. Plus, I was sort of looking at like characters that can kind of work on like his team or characters that can make him work. Thanks to Zoro Sanji being the best unit in the game, making everyone slashes. There's a lot of characters that have an 80% chance to crit. Like a lot of characters, including the new verse Luffy, the Shanks himself, and besides like the 10th anniversary Super Sugos, there's no other character that does 100% crit rate except for maybe like I think Luffy and Law do it, which is weird. So that 10 turns of extra 30% crit buff is actually going to be really, really strong. I think that's something that a lot of people are overlooking. Because with level limit break now, cotton candy buffs, limit break expansion, that 10% or 8%, whatever it is, damage is going to look like an extra like 350 attack. Just on crits. On top of that, he's applying an 8% final tap buff every time someone crits, which is kind of wild when you're stacking that up and you're hitting with something like Yamato.
Absolutely.
That's I think like damage wise, this guy is going to go to the goddamn moon. But outside of that, he definitely lacks a lot of things like the double utility that Kaido and Luffy have,
and Kid does as well.
Does Kid have double utility?
Yeah, he has PDR and defense reduction.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm talking like in the captain ability.
On the captain ability, I mean, Despair's kind of like we take Despair. Despair's good.
Gotta take something.
Look, I think the sad reality is that this unit is saved by Sanji, like Zoro Sanji.
Absolutely,
absolutely. The fact that unit exists and can turn everyone into slashers makes Shanks or any kind of slasher focused character like broken. But without a unit like that, I don't think this Shanks is as good as he seems. But continuing on, sorry, the versus effect. I hate that they've gone back to this. I mean, 18,
bro.
18 is too much. So
if you look at the Luffy, man, the Luffy 12, does the exact same
12
thing.
Turns, 12, I think it is for them. 8. Okay, that's fucked. 8. Yes.
Compared to 18.
Yeah, 18, recovery, tandem, bomb, super bomb, or turns past. I like that they keep adding this turns past factor into things. That's really positive. But but it applies weakened, which is cool, and also gives you a base attack boost, which is cool. The final tap, as we mentioned, it's a chain multiplier boost that I think is further boosts, so that's pretty good. So if you get your chain to let's say 10x, it'll go to 22.5, which is kind of cool, I suppose. Which does a lot of damage. I think that's how it works. Maybe not. Maybe I'm stupid. Who knows? But
Yeah,
also,
yeah, that works.
it also applies a conditional boost again. But keeping in mind, that's only applied to Shanks. But remember, we did sleep on Yamato's final tap for a little bit because people didn't really read it properly. Except me. I definitely read that properly. No one listens to me. Check the tapes. But I think that depending on... Because when you think about it, his final tap does then an additional 1.25x attack boost on every conditional. So if you have a 2x conditional, a 2x... if you have if you have two 2x conditionals, so it's 4x, and you apply another 1.25 on top of that, it then goes to, like... every one of those goes to 2.2, like a 2.25. So it's like, you do see, like, an increase in damage for sure with this unit, to say the least. Plus, like, you know, I believe it's Dorry and Broggy also do a conditional. They add to your conditional, I think it is as well. No,
I
another
believe they
unit
apply
does.
the increase. They apply the increased damage
Sorry, yeah.
taken.
But like, if you boost the conditional further and then use this unit and then boost it further, like, I think Shanks' final tap might actually do a lot of damage. I still think Yamato or Dual Yamato is still the best final tap in the game, but you know, you can take it with a grain of salt, I suppose. What I like about this unit a lot though is the rumble stuff. I'm a big fan of the rumble kit. I don't know why, but I think because it's so basic and straightforward that I think he can see a lot of value in what he does.
20-second cooldown.
20-second cooldown's fucked, by the way,
man.
to start off with.
Yep.
His rumble special 20 CT. You get 5k fixed damage. You get attack speed and crit level 6 to cerebral slashes, and then his ability is in HP level 6 to cerebral slashes. Also to cerebral, and then slashes get speed, crit, defense level 6. So like just a very solid passive, a very solid special. And then the best part about it is that the demonic creature himself, S-Hawk, thrives under this unit. Like, alongside this unit. Like, S-Hawk's already broken as is.
And Atlas, man.
Atlas, or the cerebral team makes a comeback without a shadow of a doubt. Like, you know, like, they're very, very powerful here. He has GP, which I think there's potential to see play. I doubt it, but there is potential, I think. He does 8k damage to all enemies as fixed damage. And if there's less than 30 seconds left, he does another 8k damage to all enemies, which is like, you know, if you use the special late on, you're doing 16k damage, which most likely is a wipe for the most part. Then his leader is cerebral attack, HP recovery up level 6. Slashers get speed, HP attack up 4. Strength get attack, CT, and defense up 2. So, like, there is room to play around with teams there. I mean, like, units such as, like, you know, a bunch of strength slashers like Odin, K-Dad see a lot of benefit under this unit as well. That's it. That's Shanks. It seems kind of sad, but like, what's the overall thoughts, I suppose, from the peanut gallery? Flame and Night, what do you guys think?
Another year, another shitty Shanks.
Oh, come on. We've had two of them this year, mate. We've had two of them this year, man. We've had two. They're both average.
Remember when they dropped Shanks units and they were the best units in the game?
V1 Shanks, V1 size Shanks, broken. The GOAT.
Fucking Shanks crew.
Halloween
Shanks crew,
Shanks.
broken. Halloween Shanks, worst legend in the game.
Hey man, he beat Garb Challenge.
Shut
I
up.
did it.
Shut up.
Shit.
Man.
I beat Dofi too. Double
He did.
Halloween Shanks.
Yeah, that's
Talk
what
to
you
him.
talk to him.
Talk to him. I did that shit. Level limit break.
Yeah, because you're a menace though. Like, you're a demon. Like you're a creature of the game. You know, you knew too much. Like, you know, you're good. Anyone else is dumb as shit.
And he lost the bet.
Yeah, he lost the bet to you to fucking have to live back expand the unit too. So,
Hey, don't remind them.
don't remind. I think the unit is good. I do think that it suffers from the fact that there has just been another Shanks that released earlier. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess they do obviously serve different purposes. But I think that going forward, I mean, like, I think, again, to reiterate, this unit is saved purely because of Zoro Sanji alone.
Absolutely.
Like, otherwise,
if we didn't have a unit that could make everyone into slashes, like, using this guy would be so challenging.
Yes.
Like ridiculously challenging. And that's a big downside to Kid when we get to Kid. Like, that's the big issue with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Shanks. I think out of 10 though, what's the vibe? Out of 10.
I'm going to about an 8. I'm okay with him, just because I'm a big fan of the Super Boss game mode.
I think he's an 8. I think he's like an 8.5 for sure. Maybe he breaches 9, but maybe 8.5 at least.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we actually play with him. But I don't think he's on the same level as like Blackbeard and the Verse Luffy Kaido.
Law is actually the worst unit that came out. I think so.
Yeah.
Law is so
Well, Law,
bad.
Law's actually really good, but he's going to suffer from that issue of not having 6 strikers. It's the same.
Hey,
Same conversation.
I don't want to see no damn strikers in my game.
Mhm.
All right, and then from there we get into his counterpart of Versus Kid,
Yay.
who arguably is the better of the 2 legends, even though he lost the fight. So, I mean,
On paper, yeah.
yeah. So the quick summarization of the captain and special: captain shooter focused, cooldown reduction. He makes bomb and super bomb slots matching. It doesn't specify that he doesn't take any damage from them though. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
which is kind of funny because he makes them matching, but he's like, oh, but you're still gonna get hit. So I guess though, like he's with HP guard, I suppose it doesn't matter. But I mean, you have to get the versus ability off in the first place. Then he does 10 turns of bind reduction and he does shooter resistance as well, which is if you have barrier pierce, I believe it is, which is kind of cool. You can really build up the resistance then, depending on obviously how many units have barrier pen going forward. The special can only be used once per quest, which is interesting. We haven't seen this in a long time. So with overcharging, we haven't seen this in a long time. But essentially, he inflicts paralysis, and then all the damage, and then basically like all the damage of all the parts of your special are increased based on how far you've charged them, up to a maximum. So it's he gets like 0.1 every 3 turns over max up to a maximum of 2.5. So that's to the chain multiplier. He gives a maximum of 3.5x in an attack boost, and he cuts up to 99% of your HP based upon a 5% every 1 turn over max. He deals 200x damage based on how much HP you've lost. He reduces defense and PDR by 6 turns, and he reduces them by a further 4 turns if you have 6 shooters, so very similar to how Kaido reduces PDR and threshold by 6 turns, and then 4 turns if you have, I believe it's 6 powerhouse. And then if your HP is below 20%, he applies immunity for 1 hit. So I believe this is very similar to TM Jinbei, who I believe applies it for 2 turns, I think it is. So very similar to that too.
Yeah, it's just until you get hit though, right?
Yes, so it's just until you get hit. So, not turns, sorry, I should say per hit. It's pretty confusing overall, but I mean, like, I don't know, how do you feel about just the one like only once per quest kind of special though?
Again, made for Super Boss, man. So like it doesn't affect the unit that much when you look at purely what this character's designed for.
Yeah.
But again, across the other, like the rest of the game, but like how often are you using like a multi specials per character unless it's like
fair.
a double special launch?
That's fair.
So
that's
I
fair.
don't think it holds like that much of a problem for him, especially because like the damage numbers he can put up are disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 3.5
3.5 attack, a maximum of 2.5 chain multiplier.
Yeah, that's a chain multiplicative. Like that's 0.5
damage,
higher than the highest we have right
he
now.
He does what is it? Sorry, 3.5x conditional, not attack boost.
Yeah, which is massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge.
Yeah, exactly right. And also, like, keep in mind, like, he boosts HP by 1.3x in his captain ability, and then if you reduce your HP by 99%, he's dealing a fuck ton of damage. And then, like, even then, like, he's a damage dealing special, very positive for supports and stuff too. Defense and PDR reduction is fucking awesome. That's 2 really good debuff removals there. But you are right. The big crux of this unit is shooters. Needing 6 good shooters is very challenging, I think, to find in this game. There are not a lot of good shooter units.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but on paper, like this unit is ridiculously strong. Like, yes. and great buffs for a team that definitely needed it. And I think Law's the same. Like strikers needed a bit more help, but shooters are just in a position where they need a lot.
Yep.
And this character, once they start getting that, is just going to be a staple on that team for a very, very long time.
Yep, I agree, 100%.
But fuck him, his strength.
So his versus ability is the same condition, so that 18 turns past all slots. But instead, you get 2 turns of HP guard, which we know is broken as shit. HP guard is a busted ability. All orbs get turned to tandem, and then the orb multiplier gets increased, which is pretty good. He does have tandem. No, sorry, not tandem. No, he does have tandem.
He does attend, yep.
This is the tandem condition is fucked, by the way. At the final battle and 4 or more shooters. Like, bro, for what? For a 2.5x tandem boost? Nah, not in my house. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, mate. And then he adds base attack to the units or to the user of a final tap Sugafest special. So it's like, yeah, I don't care, man. It's trash. It's not a good tandem ability though, to say the least. But you get the positive because it's a versus unit. If you level up the final tap of Shanks, you level up the tandem of Kid. It's the nice dynamic there. His Rumble stuff, I read it this morning and I actually like it a lot. I don't know if I'm weird with that, but I think it's really good.
Nah, I agree with you. This is going to go real hard on the shooter team, man. And I've been running shooters a lot lately, and yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun.
So it's a 35 CT, which you might think is a lot, but he does 3.5x attack in a large range, horizontal range. If there are 5 or more shooters, he does another 3.5x attack, and if that's 40 seconds or less, he does 3.5x attack, 3.5x attack, and then he targets 3 enemies, ignoring defense for 1.5x damage. So it literally is just an instant kill for 3 enemies.
It's just a better Lucci Kaku.
Which is hilarious because Lucci Kaku literally came out a week ago.
Yep.
So like it's not really fair on them. And then he's
on a decent team.
And then his ability is just stats up for shooters, stats up. So shooters get attack, HP, and speed up 6. 5 more shooters get, and so 5 more shooters on the team. He gets attack up 6 himself and special CT up 4. So 35 CT gets massively reduced then as well. He has GP, which is also quite interesting. He has 2 uses of the special. Defense down level 7. He has 5x attack, and then if it's 40 seconds or less remaining, he does 6k fixed damage. Very interesting. That's 2 uses, as I said. Leader is shooter driven, attack, HP, defense up 3, speed up 5, strengthen in, get attack, HP, blow away, and miss down level 5. Yeah, that's it. That's Kid. I don't know. What's the vibe from the lads? We kind of speed run these, but I mean, Stump's got to go to work in 5 minutes, so we just grind it through them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like there's so many legends that pop out like every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
That I feel that it's like I think I said it last episode. It's like unless like you're seriously like super serious about grinding these events, like most of these units aren't even worth pulling. Like you're gonna use them for one event and then that's
pretty
it.
Much.
Like yeah, like some of these units, you have to grab like the muskets, but I don't know. There's so many units that are forgettable.
No, you are correct. I think a lot of time that there's 2 ways you see a unit. It's like, are they good in Rumble? Are they good in Super Boss? That's like the crux of a lot of these units because they're the perpetual things.
You
that
forgot
always keep
Grand Voyage.
Shut up! That hasn't come out in 6 months, mate.
So did the company.
Oh my god! Yeah, so did everyone. I think in this fucking game, mate. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, Knight, is there anything else? Any closing thoughts on this one?
No, you guys can take it away. Shooter's gonna shoot.
Shooter's
You know
gonna
what I'm
shoot.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Yeah, the shooter team is broken. If you have the Usopp, the Frankie, this guy, like, there's a lot of
Ryza,
S-Bear, Ryza, like it's busted.
There is a spot on the bench waiting for this kid because you want him to come in that last 40 seconds and just
kill everything.
Absolutely tear shreds and just pretty much kill everything.
Yeah. All right, out of 10.
I like him a lot. I'm going to be like a 9.
I think
8.5.
I think on paper he's better than Shanks. So I think
absolutely
8.5, 9.
Just and that HP guard too, man. It's just the
HP guard is broken. HP guard is the broken mechanic.
It's nothing compared to Blackbeard's though.
No,
but the fact that it's just there makes
it's in the versatility. Like it's quite nice.
Yeah,
that it's there in the versatility.
You can pop it whenever you like. Really, Blackbeard's is a bit different in that regard, but having the ability to just pop whenever you like and just bypass some of the most annoying mechanics of the game, like pain, bleed,
burn. Yeah.
The fact that now the bombs aren't going to do any damage if you get hit with super bombs, which he's making matching.
And obviously the rush aspect of it as well, like is
very
positive.
Just trying to think, like what driven character would even run on that rush team or shooter character. So that's something they need. But yeah, he's on paper, he's very, very good. Very, very powerful legend.
But a lot of the time, the legends on paper aren't always as good in game. So
Correct.
we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Shanks does get the spotlight. We'll have to wait.
And vice versa, Shanks.
Shanks also might be stinky asshole, which is fair enough.
He might be poopy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to quickly speed run the old Dorry and Broggy real quick because I took notes today because I was stressed out because I didn't know what the fuck these units do. I just post them. Dorry and Broggy, cooldown and captain ability, 20% damage reduction, slasher free spirit, recovery tandem, matching. You can get recovery with perfects, 10 turn special bomb, which is pretty cool. And then you can reduce, I believe it is 2 turns of PDR and defense, or PDR, PDR and defense. No, it's just PDR. Sorry, I think it is. If you hit a crit with the unit, with a unit that has crit potential ability, so it's pretty good overall. I think it's the first time we've seen that, in captain ability, which is kind of cool. Special is end of turn damage based on how much damage the character did in the previous turn, which is pretty cool. So it gets around resilience. They reduce burn and special bomb by 7 turns. They give an attack boost, increased damage taken, 9% damage reduction for 1 hit, and they further increase attack boost, increased damage taken. Their support, which I wanted to point out, is quite good. It goes on Usopp and Shanks, and it removes 3 turns of burn, which is really positive because it's whenever burn is activated, it removes it, which is really good. They have a super class, AoE damage and super class, so this unit is going to be fucking disgustingly broken for TM speedrunning, which is good. It's AoE through defense, 1 turn of barrier removal, and an orb boost. The super tandem is 3 units. It removes 1 turn of damage null. It does an attack boost to strength / free spirit. And their rumble ability, or rumble kit, is on the 36 CT, 4x damage. They do 4x damage, strength attack up, strength get attack up / get attack up. If Shanks crew is on the team, like any of the Shanks crew members, is on the team, you get 100% chance for half defense, and then 2x damage further. And then the ability is slasher, strength, attack up 6, slasher gets speed up 6, and if any one of the Shanks crew members is on the team, self CT and defense up 4. That's the Dorry Broggy speedrun. They're actually not a bad unit.
They're a good unit, man.
Overall, it's a very positive unit. Like, I'm not going to use them as a captain, but
no, you definitely can use them as a captain in regular play because of that. The utility of getting through the 2 turns of damage reduction. Is it damage reduction and threshold, or is it defense?
Just DR. Sorry, no, just PDR, percent damage reduction. Sorry.
Oh, it's just the PDR.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're hybriding with the Shanks is giving that extra 30% chance to crit, so you have 100% chance to crit with most of these units.
Yeah.
So you can easily bypass it. And Ben Beckman, Lucky Roo showed disgusting value when that first came out with Barrier Pen.
Yep.
But they went and nerfed Barrier Pen. So like Shanks and Kid have that stupid ability where if you're above 80% it works, or if you're below 20% it works. With their barrier pen, but with Shank you get 100% chance to crit, and a lot of units have crit. I was actually going through a lot of them, and there's a lot of critting units, so that can definitely have some value. If you say you don't pull Shanks, but you manage to pick up this unit in the future, being just a regular legend.
Yep, I agree. That was
the Rumble, man. They look really good in Rumble too. Yeah, like really, really good.
That was the Dorry and Broggy speedrun. Welcome.
Nice.
Another speedrun. It's me a world record run tonight. Get your time split up for this one, mate.
All right.
V1 Hawkins 6+ coming out. Yep, cool. Anyway, moving on.
Nice.
Gold split.
He's on world record pace.
He got it.
So that unit's coming out. I could give 2 shits what that unit does because that unit is fucking garbage to begin with. So
he did get a very significant buff though.
He's still probably ass, so I don't care.
Absolutely.
There you
go.
Shout
out to Krubus for the one time.
Shout out Krubus. There you go. Awesome. That's it in terms of Treasure Cruise stuff. There is a few things I'll do in other news section. But from there, Flame, has anything been happening in the world? What's been crack-a-lack? I'm putting the spotlight on you real quick, but what's been going on?
I mean, honestly, there's not really been too much. You know what?
Like, talk to me about the PlayStation 5 Pro. What's going on there? What the fuck's happening? Everyone's crying. Everyone's punching the air.
I was gonna talk about that. I was gonna lightly touch on the Shannon Sharp incident because that was really funny.
Oh yeah, no, we'll talk about that. That's hilarious what happened there.
But yeah, so the Sony announced a technical presentation. I think it was on Wednesday, I believe.
Yep.
It was on Wednesday around like 10, 11 o'clock. Basically, like everybody knew that they were going to announce the PS5 Pro, which the PS5 Pro has been like that's one of those things that like it was pseudo announced, like it was announced but just not officially.
Yep.
So yeah, anyway, the original PlayStation dropped in November of 2020. So
That's
this year will
crazy.
be it'll be
That's
4 years already, which
yeah.
like you said, is crazy. So
Nuts.
anyway, so honestly, I actually didn't really get to watch the whole thing, but like I know why people are mad about it. So basically, the original PlayStation when it released, there was two editions. There was the regular one that has the disc drive, and then there is the separate one which is the discless. The original was 500, the discless was 400. So this time around, they're releasing the PS5 Pro. It's straight up discless. There's no disc edition.
Yeah, wild.
However, you could buy a disc drive, which is like an extra like 50, 60 bucks, however much it is. And also it doesn't come with a stand either, which I mean for me, I don't really care about that because I lay my PlayStation down, but I know there's some people that like to
It's
lean
just
it up.
odd, right? Like it's so odd.
Yeah,
like
it's odd.
It's
Yeah,
a very
that's like
peculiar thing.
that's like Apple. That's like Apple when you buy the iPhone. They're like, oh
Yes.
yeah, you don't get a charger no more.
Yeah, you gotta buy this $40 charger that's trash anyway. Like what the hell? Yeah.
So
Very
yeah, so the
peculiar.
big thing is people are really upset is the price of the PlayStation
It's
pre-tax
too
is
much.
$700.
It's so much money, dude.
Yeah, so the big argument now is, first of all, the upgrade that it's going to offer isn't even that significant.
Yeah.
Most people won't even benefit off of it because, like for me, for example, if I were to buy it, it wouldn't do nothing for me because my monitor isn't even 4K.
Yeah.
So like most people don't even have like 4K monitors, 4K TVs and shit like that
Yeah.
anyway. But since the price is so high, now it's starting to engage with the PC people, and you could always just say, well, just buy a PC, it's better anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I just did the conversion just then. At 700 USD is 1,044 Australian dollars.
Yeah, and like I said, that's pre-tax. So imagine you add the tax, like let's just add like $50, right?
Yeah,
$50 tax. Let's say you
man.
buy the disc drive and you buy the
Now
stand.
you're
You're looking at like
$800.
$850. Yeah,
That's 1.2K Australian. Fuck no.
Yeah.
No, there's no console's worth like, and the fact that then like the games themselves still cost $100, at least Australian. Like,
yeah,
it's just
There's a lot of people arguing that like, oh yeah, there's no games, which I think that's stupid. There are a lot of really good PlayStation games.
Have
but
they?
yeah, a lot.
Will it have like? Is there going to be any issue with like compatibility in the sense that like will PlayStation games still just work normally on the PS5 or will things like change?
Well, I mean, as of right now, like it's still very early.
Yeah,
They haven't announced. They have not announced that there are going to be PS5 Pro exclusive games. I doubt that. That would be
not.
really
That'd
that would
crazy.
be really stupid.
That'd be
I'm
crazy.
sure they're not that dumb.
I don't know, man. $800 is too much. It's too much for a console. Like there is just
I had a bet with this dude at my job. I told him that. Well, I didn't know that there was only going to be a discless. I thought there was going to be two versions. I told him it was going to be the disc version was going to be 650 and the discless was going to be 600. That's what I told him. He told me that it's going to be 700 or more. So he was right.
It's just so much money.
I think
you know what I mean?
I think 600 would have been a good price.
I think any more than like it's just expensive. Like
because
you know what I mean? It's too much.
You can't do 500 because it's the same price as the PS5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's fair.
But like, for example, if it was just discless, right? Since the discless version of the PS5 is 400, they could have did 550. You know what I mean? 550 or 600.
Yeah.
I think that would have been cool.
I just think like there's like obviously like they don't give a fuck about the consumer. They're just making money. Like it's you have to accept that's just a reality of the world, you know. But it's just like it's kind of cooked. You sit there and you're like, who the fuck? Like with all due respect, like I'm not broke, but like who the fuck can afford a $750 USD? Like I've not got. Like, I'm not going to go spend 1.2 thousand Australian dollars on a console.
I mean,
You know,
If I didn't have my PC, I'd cop it day one. That's just me.
That's
though.
crazy. That's crazy. I don't. What do you think, Knight? How do you feel about this shit, man?
I mean, I honestly don't really give a shit because I honestly, I've bought like 2 games this year, and
Damn. Yeah.
like I'm probably gonna buy one more, and then no, actually I might buy like 2 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've only bought like 2 games this whole fucking year, and I mean, they run fine on my PS5, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I don't need all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it is what it is for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just you're charging too much money, man. You know, like
Yeah. Another the segue from PlayStation, which is really funny.
Mm.
Another really devastating thing for Sony was Concord.
Oh, dude, can we talk about that real quick? I'm so down to have a chat about that.
So I'm not too big into the lore of Concord, but I do know that a lot of people were very dissatisfied with not just the game, but like all of like the extra bullshit in it because they had like a bunch of like LGBT shit in there.
Yeah.
Like they were like pushing like agendas and shit that like a lot of people don't really care about. Anyway, so the game released. I think the game released on the 23rd of August, I believe. It released the same week as Wukong, I know that.
Yeah, that's the hilarious part. Is that
And well, I guess it's not really randomly, but it was kind of out of nowhere. Randomly out of nowhere, they just it's kind of like what they did to JJK, like out of nowhere, it's ending in
yeah,
5
yeah,
5
and he's
chapters.
dead, and that guy's dead. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Out of nowhere, they just announced, "Hey guys, on Friday of whatever week it was, we're shutting down the servers. Everybody's getting a refund
Yeah.
on every platform." And everybody was just like, "Holy fucking shit!" Like it didn't even last a month.
It did. Hold on. Like, and they spent so much.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. The big thing, they spent 8 years on the game.
Like, I think that the saddest part is that, like, it's not. I don't give a fuck about the corporate side. Like, fuck them, right? I don't care. Businesses making money. I don't give. It's the humans that worked on it for 8 years. Like, they spent their life,
Yeah,
8 years of their life working on something, for us to be shut down within a week, pretty much. Essentially.
Yeah, like 2 weeks. Yeah.
So, I just googled it real quick, but the move comes after the game failed to find an audience with a reported 25,000 sales after 8
my
years of
God.
development.
25K sales. Oh my god, dude. That how much was that game? I think that game was $40. I think.
But like, so I think from
that means like lowball, like however much money that game made, they only made like a million, like a mil.
Like, what was it like? I'm trying to find like a better like rundown of what occurred. But as far as here you go. Like, as far as I'm aware, it's like they spent so much money. Yeah, here you go. According to player count platform SteamDB, the shooter only recorded an all-time peak of 697 people on Steam. 697 users is fucked, bro.
That's ridiculous.
For 8 years of development time. And I think it was like hundreds of millions of dollars as well.
Yeah,
Like that,
and that's what I'm saying. Like if they did 25K sales, they only made a mil back out of the 100 mil.
like it's crazy, right? And I think the other part is that, like, it's basically like Overwatch and Valorant. It's the same shit. It's a hero shooter as far as I'm aware. And you're charging $40 when I believe Overwatch is free. I believe Valorant is free.
Yeah, Valorant's free, but Overwatch on release, like 2015, it was $60.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought Overwatch in 2015 for $60 way back.
Yeah,
but like now it's free, and how you like the like charging $60 when you're competing against games like Overwatch, and Valorant, and even other things like CS:GO 2, even though it's not a hero shooter, but like it's still an FPS, like 5v5 kind of game. Like, I don't think you can't be charging $40 and then also charging money for like the season pass, and like it's very egregious. Like, no one's gonna, like, if I want to go play a hero shooter, first of all, you should shoot me for wanting to play one. But secondly, like, I'm not going to go and spend $40 to play one. I'm just going to go and play Overwatch or Valorant. Like, I'm just not, like, I'm just, like, unfortunately, that's where the market is. Like, that's just plain and simple. Right? It's too much. You're spending way too much money. Which is very, very funny, to say the least, I think. I don't know. It's too much.
What was really funny about the PlayStation timeline was Concord dropped and like everybody was freaking out, and then like the week after that, Astro Bot released, and they were just like, everybody was going like super crazy over it, talking about how it's like one of the greatest games of the generation, just because of like how it's like technologically like savvy it is and all that shit, and like how good it takes control of like the PS5 and the PS5 controller, which all those things are true. And then like the week after that, they dropped the PS5 Pro. So it's like like OPTC, like one step forward, two steps back, which is surprising from PlayStation because they usually don't have slumps like that.
They're usually very switched on. You know what I mean? Like they're very like they're usually very like aware and apparent of like what's kind of going on, right? Like,
and another thing that's gonna just get the PS5 Pro dunked on is now Nintendo can just Omega load them when they drop the Switch 2.
I'm curious to see what happens with that, the whole Switch 2 saga. I think it's going to be I don't know. I think gaming's in a really shitty spot as well, just as a whole.
Console game, man. I feel like console games in a really bad spot. Nowadays, we've got all these mobile games that are taking over. PC games just way cheaper and more affordable. You just downloaded it so much easier. And PCs aren't exactly as super hard to build or super expensive anymore.
100% agree. What were you gonna say, Knight?
Oh no, I was just agreeing that
gaming
is kind of
Like, I'm going back and I'm just playing like other game. Like I'm just going back and just on Steam, just loading up things like Binding of Isaac again and just grinding that out.
Yeah, man,
like,
that's why I am very happy that I joined the single player wave a very long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
All these new multiplayer games. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I can't.
Like, I think I've just turned into old man guy. All I do is I just play FIFA and then I play fucking like Binding of Isaac and then Treasure Cruise, I suppose. Like on my PC,
my man's on Ultimate Team popping packs.
Fucking, you know it, brother, bro. I'm there hustling and or bustling, bro. Day one, preload, downloading right now as we speak, mate. I'm already building starter teams, mate. I'm fucked. But like, I agree. I think that it's just hard to find. Even like, I don't know if you guys have you guys ever played Risk of Rain before?
Yeah.
So Risk of Rain 2, what happened is they released this DLC, right? And they fucked the entire game. Like they genuinely like even the most core mechanics of like the physics changed. And they literally the whole game got screwed over entirely. And I love Risk of Rain. I've fucking put 100 hours into it. Like I play it all the time. DLC dropped. I didn't buy it because fuck that. And then the whole game just got changed, and the entire infrastructure of the game changed. The way the game like ran changed. Everything was broken, and like all the and they've only just started now patching it. And it's like I just don't understand how you can have a product that is like successful and that works and is beloved, and then release an update and change the fundamentals for everything. I really want to understand how you even functions that in that capacity. To be, we're going to release a DLC for this game that everyone loves. Not only are we going to change the entire art style, but we're going to change all the physics to the game. We're going to have every part of the game be attached to the FPS. So based upon your frame rate is how many enemies spawn, how fast things move. So if you just lower your FPS, the game's easier. If you up the FPS, the game's harder. Like, it's all these like little aspects of things where it's like I would love to understand what goes on in that corporate mindset. Obviously, money is a big factor, and we see that with gacha games, mind you, all the time. But yeah, it was just a very, very odd situation for Risk of Rain to kind of be in. And I just didn't realize they are patching it now, which is great. But it's like it's that again. It's what you said, Flame. It's like that one step forward, two steps back, where it's like you have this amazing product or amazing item that like people love. And then you're like, oh, just kidding. We're going to make it worse. And we're going to do something different, you know? Little tee haha moment. I guess, before we kind of jump into like the wrapping up the show and going to questions, I suppose. Dokkan, what's been happening? I know there's a lot of shenanigan going on in the old Dokkan world. Flame. I don't know if you want to break it down for us real quick.
So I think if I remember last week I kind of touched upon the worldwide download celebration starting.
Yeah, all these teaser trailers, man. How cool are they?
Yeah, the super cringe Dokkan Planet
street
trailers,
interviews about Dokkan. Fuck off. No one cares.
That was ass.
That was straight booty hole.
But yeah, so Global and JP are synced now. This celebration is pretty ass. Yeah. They said
Bro, you see the new banners that are dropping in like an hour? Are they synced? I don't know.
Well,
the banners are different, man. It's a weird time.
Nah, they always do that. Like another thing they're doing is Global's gonna have tickets on the banner. JP doesn't. They're weird. They're fucking
Global
weirdos.
W.
Yeah. But yeah, they said like once the celebration hits, man, moving forward, like everything's gonna release simultaneously.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. But so yeah, anyway, this celebration is pretty ass. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, almost most Dokkan celebrations are ass. Like it's all it is like easy A's. but yeah, this celebration is like pretty ass. There's really been like no content to play. They dropped last year when they had the worldwide download celebration on release. There was like 4 or 5 easy A's. This one only had one for like 2 weeks, and then they just dropped the second one like a couple days ago.
Yeah, they had the sub easy A's last year, which made it a little bit more.
Yeah, they had the sub easy A's. There was a little bit more challenge. Yeah,
I think the content's been the same amount of content, but like it's just worse. It's like the content is just worse this year.
Yeah, it's worse because what I was gonna say is like last year, like they had a little bit more difficult content. This year they dropped like this Broly event, but like it's pretty easy to be honest.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't use the new units, like still pretty easy, which kind of sucks. But like we were talking about in the beginning of the episode, in like 40 minutes, they're dropping the part 2 banners, which they're dropping another Broly. This is like the fucking 4th Broly of the celebration. Like they dropped like fucking 4 Brolys in like the last 2
Broly.
They're dropping a Broly and they're dropping a Gohan from the movie, which his animations are pretty crazy. He has a really shitty dub voice actor though, which is funny.
Yeah, the dub they chose is crazy. Even for Broly too, it's wild.
Yeah, they're crazy. The dub for that is horrible.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
But yeah, like we were talking about earlier, I honestly didn't read the kit. I usually don't read them. Dokkan, you just pull up with the units and they do whatever. It's whatever.
You win. If you have the good shit,
you don't need to read shit.
You don't read shit.
Yeah, they're just novels nowadays too.
Yeah, but supposedly like this new Gohan is like the best unit in the game, like by far. The only thing that sucks is he is a carnival banner, which is like basically like it's kind of like pulling on like a TM banner.
That's
like,
hilarious.
You don't want to pull on it, but like
you have to though because his unit's cracked as fuck, right?
It's like remember when Toki drops back in the day? It's like that.
Yeah.
Or Sabo and Ace.
So yeah, the units on it are like usually super shitty. Like there might be like one like kind of low key good unit, but majority of that banner sucks ass. So that's definitely going to be the pull over the Broly. I mean, Broly's always going to be a good pull just because villains are inherently worse than heroes, which is funny because they always just make the heroes the super cracked units when they don't need these units at all, like ever. It's so stupid, but yeah. So that's gonna come out in the next hour or so. So that's gonna be fun. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing really else going on in Dokkan.
How exciting. Dokkan, man. Oh, let's play the game, actually. So, in July 2024, how much money did Global Dokkan make?
What's the figure for a lot?
Yeah, let's do over-under. Like, give us a number, let's do over-under.
Okay, so, over under 15 mil.
Over.
Over.
All right, 24 mil, win.
Over.
Jeez.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So it made 24 mil in July. Okay, how much money did it make in August?
Over
Oh,
24.
Yeah, I'd say over 30.
So it said 20. It says 24 here. They made
Oh,
24,
20.
which is
So
fucked, by the way.
24.
Made exact.
That's not funny.
Okay, how about Japan Dokkan in July 2024 over under 15?
Oh,
Stump saying.
I think, unless I heard wrong, I think I heard Japan did lower than global.
Is it over under 15 though?
I think it's over 15, but I think it's lower than 24.
Okay, Knight, what do you think? Our resident.
I'm gonna say 25.
You think it made more than global?
Bro.
My goat. That's
one
my
mil
goat.
more.
Global, sorry, Japan July made 10 mil.
Oh.
Yep.
Now, August
Okay.
Japan over under 15.
Over 15, lower than 24.
Oh, they would have. Oh, it's definitely overs, but yeah, probably around 20.
Made 7 mil.
Yep. I knew it.
7 mil Japan.
Well, I was gonna say July is not surprising for Japan because global's anniversary is in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, on global Japan and July doesn't have shit.
But global made 24 mil 2 months in a row.
Kind of butters? Yeah, because
Wait,
the
what?
9th anniversary just merges straight into the.
Yeah,
in July does
yeah, it's
Japan
back
have
to back.
Canada?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess they just didn't make that much.
It's crazy to even see.
So
Like,
7 mil.
that's
7 mil
nuts.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying though. I heard that global makes more than Japan.
Hey, speaking of crazy games, mate, fucking AFK Journey released in China like on the 6th of August, made $46.8 million on August alone.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Fate Grand Order Japan, 38 million in August.
Yeah, because swimsuit
God.
units. Dubai BB.
That's wild.
How much did
She's getting pooped on.
bruh? How much did the MiHoYo games make?
The MiHoYo verse. Hold on, let me crack it open. So we have Pension Pimpact made 24 mil in August. That's globally. Honkai Shit Rail made 22 mil on global. Honkai Shit Rail made 19.3 mil, as did Genshin on China. Zenless Zone Zoggy made 17 mil in global, 16.5 in China.
Let's go, Jane.
What are you excited for, mate? You ain't getting fucking anything.
I got it already.
And then Wuwa made 8 mil in China. So Wuwa fall off confirmed.
Yep.
What the hell is Woo-Wah?
With Withering Waves.
Withering.
Oh, that
So
bullshit.
yeah, that trash. Yeah, it also
do people still play that?
no. Well, I mean, clearly in China they fucking don't, mate, because it made 16.5 mil in July, and then it made 5.5 in August. So I fucking got chopped.
Oh my god.
Treasure Cruise
Nice.
lads made 4 mil. 4 mil in Japan,
but
boys. Let's
I was
fucking
about to
go.
say, how much
We out here, boyos.
That's bad. EOS.
EOS. Dude, to
How
be fair
much
though.
did global make?
Oh, no. Global made 1.9 mil in August.
Yikes.
Yeah, man. Bro, it made 600K in July.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bounty Rush made fucking 15 mil in August though. Good lord.
Oh my little
my
fucking
God.
Titan over there.
They're fucking fighting over fucking God knows what. 3 flag bullshit. Jesus Christ, mate. And then in our monthly rest in peace, Archery Gear has closed down. Producer by Billy. There you go. Rest in peace, Archery.
Did
Gear.
it really?
Yeah, man. Shut down.
Oh shit. I actually know about that game. That's crazy.
Archery Gear. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, hold that. Rip Bozo. Treasure Cruise stays winning, mate. Even though it's fucking garbage. That's it in terms of things. I don't know if we've missed anything. If there's anything else that you guys can think of off the top of your heads. Otherwise, no, sorry, Knight. Talk to us about fucking Digimon real quick. What's been fucking happening, dude?
So I came back like the week before, and you know, I got clapped, but it is what it is. But
We move.
I still haven't bought those cards yet, so that's the only reason why I got clapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
If I had the cards on me, I would have had the heart. But
you'd have won the whole.
anyways,
You'd have won the whole tournament. You know what I mean? If you had the cards on you, you know, like
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't have it on me.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
anyways, that aside, I bought a mat from the dude because I don't know, the place where we go to is like this little smallish like card shop, and
Mhm.
dude's like pretty big on like Pokemon, and I bought like a mat from him.
Oh yeah, nice.
So now I have like a little playing mat. It's like of Duskwing's Lunala, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
My man's
Yeah.
over here. My man's over here buying desk mats when he should be buying the cards.
That's what I'm saying.
On your ass. On your ass.
Hey, chill on me, bro. Chill on me.
Oh, it's so good. Hey, but next time, though,
Hey, they don't sell the cards.
Hey,
That don't matter.
I need you to buy them damn cards, man. I can't wait for the story when you're like, oh, you actually won a tournament.
But buying that mat to get your ass whooped. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Nah, the mat's cool though.
I respect it. Good. All right. In that case, from the show into everyone's favorite section in other news, not a lot in other news today, as a matter of fact, which is, you know, par for the course at this point. But we did get a release trailer for the Kid versus Shanks versus Kid unit, which I thought was pretty cool, even though it was like a minute long. But I think like going forward, I would like them to do this because I think it's more exciting to release the unit via trailer than fucking announce the unit by showing their ink effect on Twitter. I don't know, maybe just me.
How have leaks been? Is that like dead? Like units don't get leaked anymore?
I'll talk to you offline about that, man, because there's some fucking tea and I got roped into everything. I got called a problem. Oh my days, bro.
Oh,
It's
okay.
some crazy
Bring it back a pop online. That's a good story.
Do you want me to bring it in the podcast right now? I'll fucking let it fly if you want.
You want to hear this story? Check out the Patreon.
Yeah, check out Flame's Patreon for the one-on-one interview. You know what I mean? But yeah. Otherwise, it's kind of going, but everyone's kind of being a little bitch boy and no one wants to do it anymore, which is fair enough. But then people are trying to like put themselves on pedestals, like, I run this community. It's like, you fucking don't. So it is what it is.
And then there's the EOS stuff.
And then there's this whole like end of service thing where like every single day everyone's like, it's end of service today, and then like nothing happens, and then they like start like, yeah, this game's really shit, but then they keep playing anyway. So you're like, oh, okay, I guess, like, cool, no worries, dude.
So it's like 2020 OPTCs.
Pretty much. We're just like going back into the cycle of like 2020 Treasure Cruise where everyone's crying about the game again. And then other than that, in Kizuna, we will be getting, you can pick up a free copy of Shanks Crew 5-star from Box 6, which is really weird that they're even doing this, to say the least. I mean, it's kind of cool. People get a copy of Shanks Crew, the best Shanks legend in the game. So, you know, very positive for that. But from everyone's favorite section into the shout-outs. Woohoo! Hey. Someone's excited, mate. Yeah. Just let everyone know, Knight hasn't seen a single cent from this podcast over 5 years, so fuck him.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh, wait.
If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment. Stump, what are they commenting today?
Strength Shanks.
Strength Shanks. Rest in peace. Strength Shanks in the comment section if you've made it this far. If you also have been enjoying the content, make sure you hit the join button. You can help us out financially. Plenty of different tiers, different price points. I want to give a shout out to our good members of Ryoiin, Stump D, Gacha, Red Halo, Dr. Erection, Wankerfella, Mike Scheller, Derry Jackson, Kiri Karasu, and Obsidian Steve 117. I also want to give a shout out to our perfect member of D.Foxski, and of course, our producer, long-standing Alexander Wisniewski. Thank you much for your continued support. From everyone's favorite section into the shoutouts, into everyone's actual favorite section, it is the Q&A. Well, hey. If you want to send us in questions, you can send them through to us via our Twitter at GGP Podcast or our YouTube. community tab. First question comes in from @obsidian_steve_. They ask, has there been an anime/manga where one change made you drop it entirely? Ooh, good question.
One change that made me drop it.
Yes. I need to go look at my mouth. I need to look at my mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
See what I got on my
Yeah.
drop list, man. I don't know if there's anything that like one change made me drop it. Like I might like have not like enjoyed it anymore, but
Oh,
what do you got? What do you got?
I don't even feel it. Nah, I don't even think I want to mention this one.
No, send it. Fucking
No,
let it
say
fly.
it,
Let it
say
fly.
it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Oh boy. So there's this one show. I forget what it's fucking called, but I was watching this shit in high school, and it was like this dude, and like he was going on dates with like these chicks and stuff, and then
Yep.
at the end of the episode, he would like fuck them, and then I'm like, oh,
Okay.
Alright.
I don't like that.
And
That's
then-
kind of weird.
one episode he ends up he has like a sister, and
Oh.
Ah,
yeah, that's where
you know how that goes.
that's-
I respect
yeah,
the. I respect. I respect
that's
the
where I
drop.
went.
I respect the
Yeah.
drop.
I was like, all right, sure, nope, not for me.
No. You know what? I don't know if this one counts, but I was 6 episodes into Promised Neverland, and then I saw the news that season 2 was fucking poo, and like they dropped everything, so I just dropped it. I said, I'm not continuing
Yup.
this shit.
That
I
sounds
guess-
about right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
did.
real.
you found anything, Flame?
I mean, I don't dropped. I mean, most of the shows that I dropped just because they're ass. Like they weren't good. I mean, there's shows that like I liked, but then I ended up giving like low ratings at the end, like Akame Got Killed, for example.
That's
Because
yeah,
I think
okay.
I think the manga is different than the anime, but the anime had a really
Yeah, it
shitty
is.
ending. Yeah, so that's one, for example. Another one, I guess. Oh, actually, I guess I didn't drop it, but another good example would be Naruto for me. Like there are parts of Naruto that like I'm very big on, that like, I really liked a lot. But then as the ending arc like creeped to the end, like I really started to dislike it. And I guess another good example would be Fairy Tail. Like there are parts of Fairy Tail that like I actually really like, but then like the other 60% is like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Hey man, hey man,
Let's
chill
fucking
on
go,
that.
dude.
Even though I dropped it admittedly, unfortunately.
Hey, listen, it's ass, but we still dropping normal guy reacts.
normal
all
guy,
Fairy
hey,
Tail
he's a
openings.
normal.
Coming soon.
He's a fucking
Coming
normal
soon.
guy. He's just a normal guy. You know,
Normal guy, normal reaction, normal review.
everyone's like doctor reacts, fucking dentist reacts. Flames like I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that's a
just
dude
that
that's a
regular
guy. You know?
guy.
So I'm just a guy, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Next question from at Cheesecake for Breakfast. They ask, "Hey guys, if you could have one Pokemon to be your IRL companion, who would it be? Cheers to Todd and his wife. Have a good one. Who's your IRL fucking one?"
Flygon, fuck you, Knight.
Hey, that's crazy,
Yikes.
man.
Yikes.
Nah,
Yikes.
my companion always gonna be my main man Latios. Always,
Yeah, this guy fucking zooming, mate. He's fucking flying
always.
around,
I'm
man.
zooming, being Knight's ass on that slow ass Dragonite.
That's
Badass
crazy.
Dragonite.
Why are you a hater
Yikes.
today? What's going on?
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Imagine.
I know Knight pulling up with the shiny one, that green ass Dragonite.
Hell no. That's
Uh,
crazy.
All right, Flames with the Latias. No, what do you
Latios.
got? Latios, not Latias. Okay, he's with the blue one or the red one. This is the red one or the blue one. I don't know.
If I don't, I'm not gonna do my favorite, so I'm gonna go with my boy Snorlax.
Hey, you bitch ass.
Why are you on smoke
Hey,
right
what
now?
That's crazy, man.
Why are you? What happened?
Snorlax
Why?
was smoke out too. What the fuck you mean?
So the lore poppy.
What is the law? There's law.
Me and Knight have played like 15 times. I beat him like 13.
That's,
Yikes.
I need proof. I need proof. I need proof. I can't believe that. I need proof.
No shot.
Yeah.
I've seen, bro. I've seen Knight on fucking Showdown, man. I've never seen you touch Showdown once. I need proof.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I need proof.
Yeah, I gotta say the tapes of him crying in the corner.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, check out the members only content for the the night crying in the corner.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Oh my days! All right, so Knight's got the Snorlax. Flames with the Latios. Stump, what do you got?
Probably got OG, like OG Arcanine.
Okay, he majestic with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. You gotta go something OG can make fire. You know, that's always fun. Big dog, love dogs.
Who you got, Poppy? The Squirtle Squad.
What the fuck? Hell
Gotta
no,
be.
bro. Fuck that. I got my man Arceus, bro. That's my mon. That's been my mon for a long time.
Come on,
No,
dude.
493,
Man,
493.
God,
That's the
My
god.
man's the god of the verse.
Because I'm the god of the Treasure Cruise verse, mate. It only works out.
Hey, talk to him.
That's what I've been saying, brother, man.
You don't need no judgment. This man ain't lying.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I pull up on that majestic beast. What's up?
Oh, dude.
Oh, I change your
Settle
world real quick, girl. Yeah, by
This man
removing.
ain't playing Pokemon EX 5 years. He's fucking Arceus.
That's crazy.
Nah, okay, fine. I'll remove the Arceus. I'll pull up with. I don't even know what I pull up with. Pull with the fucking like. Honestly, like fuck. I'll pull with the Dragapult. That guy cool as fuck.
Oh, let's go.
I'll pull
Let's
with the
go.
Dragapult. He cool as fuck. All right. Next question from Omni886. They ask, if OPTC allowed the same character to have multiple different versions on the crew, for example, having 10th anniversary Luffy, Side Gear 5 Luffy, Dex Super Channel Luffy, etc., what's the most cracked team you can think of using the same character? I think you just named it, mate. The
Yeah,
Luffy
you
team.
just answered it.
Gear 5.
Literally, not even just Luffy, it's just Gear 5s alone. It's broken.
Yeah, 100%.
In Gear 5, Side Gear 5, Quick Gear 5, fucking Strength Gear 5 if you count that. I don't, but I mean, it is what it is. And then you also have
Yeah.
Dex Gear
Wait,
5.
Hang on. We talk about that for a second. What do you mean you don't?
That's not he's not Gear 5. The film
The
red is
artwork
not
is
Gear
Gear-
5. He's not.
The
He's,
artwork is Gear 5, and in the animation, he turns into Gear 5.
you're smoking crack out of your bumhole. You
You're
know what I mean?
wild, son. You're
That guy
wild.
Gear 5 didn't exist at that time, sir.
Okay.
Wait, which unit?
Okay.
It's the film red. You know how
The
like in
film
film
red
red,
one?
yeah, the film red strength one.
Oh yeah, no, that's that bullshit with the
Hey,
with the
see,
sprite
that's
is in
why
there, right?
Flames here. That he protects me, mate. That's my
Chill, brother.
that's my
Gear
go.
5, man.
Hold on, I'll get the
It's-
art.
Yeah, no, that's one of those lazy motherfucker units.
This is not Gear.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Gear 5 do this shit. That's on God.
It's a non-canon Gear 5.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
it's non-canon, therefore not in my verse. Trash bag.
It's still Gear 5, man.
But yeah, I think the Luffy team's the best, like bar none. Maybe
Yeah.
like a Kaido. Like I think Kaido has a shout. Kaido has a lot
Or
of fucking
like
cracked units.
some variation of like mixed straw hats.
Yeah, something like that. Or
Probably
like
that too.
yeah, no fair. I think like any unit, like Zoro. Honestly, there's probably enough dual unit Zoro Sanjis to exist. You could run them on a crew. Like,
Just a team of Zoro Sanji.
let's
You know,
see.
you know what team? You know what team would be ass? The team at Shanks. No.
Trash. True.
You
So
can run,
true.
you can run your new 5-star Shanks crew that you're gonna get.
Yeah, you can run your free 5-star Shanks crew. There you go. Now we're cooking.
Yeah. Woo.
That's crazy.
Dude, Shanks might be the most disrespected character in Treasure Cruise history. That's
Nah,
on
it's gotta be Zoro, bro. Zoro has to be the most disrespected.
What do you mean?
character.
Zoro is literally one of the 2 units and the best fucking
Sengoku.
character in the game.
Yeah, but it's Zoro Sanji.
Hey.
Like it's like they had to throw Sanji in there to like make him good.
Sengoku's actually quite good. Unironically, Knight,
Sengoku's a good character.
that
God
Sengoku
damn.
unit is really good for TM. Because you just give one unit 4x attack, 4x orb boost, and just instantly kill the boss every single fucking time. It's actually really good. Like, unironically.
You know it would be a weird ass team because like some of the units are really good and then some of them are just like fucking weird, like a fucking Blackbeard team.
Low key, like
There's a
you
bunch
could
of
actually put a
Blackbeard.
crazy ass Blackbeard team. Strength Blackbeard,
Yeah, it's like
the Int
it's like
Blackbeard,
it's
like,
yeah,
really good.
it's either gonna be like the craziest shit or like awful. Like there's no in between.
I'm trying to think, like, what other kind of like. Honestly, like Nami's. I reckon a team of Nami's would go fucking crazy. as well.
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
I reckon you could have a crazy ass.
That would be crazy. The pudding team. I mean, of course, we don't gotta talk about that.
Yeah, I know that's weird.
yeah.
We definitely don't have to talk about that. Please, no.
Let's
God,
see.
avoid that at all costs. Jesus Christ. I think a team of laws.
What about
would be crazy too.
what about a Big Mom team? That sounds kind of
Low
ass.
key, I think Big Mom is fucking trash. Big Mom doesn't have like any good legends. Like Dex Big Mom is aight, but like I'm not running that bitch. All right. Last question.
Hey, versus Big Mom, man.
Hey, yo.
God no. To be fair, you could run a team of versus Kaidos, man. There's 3 of them. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here you go. A team of Yamatos. There you go. That's actually cracked as fuck. Because all the Yamatos were super super fast. She is fucking final tap. She got fucking everything, man. All right. Last question from Wankerfella. Pause on that. Hey, T-Dog E-Money. Who the fuck's E? It's Eric.
Oh, yeah, me. E-Money.
E-Money. T-Dog E-Money. P-Swizzle is crazy. P-Swizzle is crazy. And this one and Dark Knight. What do you mean by that?
Dark Knight.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
You fucking wish, Dark Knight.
What was
I'll
it?
take that shit.
What's his name? Drusky? The fucking Drusky clip. What do you mean by that? Okay, hold on.
Oh, juicy.
Drewski, sorry. First off, big congratulations to the big man himself, Toski, and his Queenski Carissa. I hope you guys have a night to remember with lots of laughter and pulls on part 3 to commemorate. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So, speaking of wedding memories, I once attended a wedding where one of the wedding games they played was musical chairs. Each round, the bride and groom and other guest participants had to find a specific item from the audience, i.e. tie, belt, etc. When it came down to the final round between the bride and groom, and the item was announced was a condom. Here we go. As soon as the bride heard what the item was, she ran straight to me. Okay?
What the fuck?
I, luckily, with a question mark, did not have the item on me. But for the rest of the night, a number of guests, including the bride's mother, came up to me and asked me why the bride came to me for a condom. A lot of eyebrows were raised, so I must ask you. Oh no, you can't! You have to tell us the story. You can't just bait us.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Why?
You're a piece of shit. So I must ask you all: do you guys have a crazy wedding story of your own? Any crazy wedding stories going around? Also, fuck you.
I have one.
Fuck you, Wankerfeld. Pause on that. But like, that's crazy. Like, you're a piece of shit for not telling us the reason why they all came up to you. I need to know. If you don't tell us in the next episode, you're banned. Like banned from the podcast.
Oh god.
But yeah, sorry, no, I cut you off. What's your story?
Okay. All right. So it was like New Year's 2019 or 2018, some shit like that.
Okay.
My dad was getting married, remarried, and we pulled up to it was like a wedding at like his new house, so it was like a house wedding sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, during that time as well, house went up.
Oh god.
The V2 got a curry and steak.
No, you did not pull at the wedding, dude. Oh my god.
This guy.
Oh my god. There's no way you're sending Monty for V2 Katakuri. V2, who gives a fuck about V2 Katakuri, dude?
And I didn't even fucking pull him. That's the worst part.
Snake about it, bro.
Wait, did you not get them?
No. I mean, I had snake stand, but
this guy did pulls for V2 Kata at his dad's wedding, and we didn't even pull the unit, dude.
I can't stand you, bro.
That's crazy. Bro, in the fucking dude's in the front row fucking punching the air because he didn't pull the fucking unit, dude. And they start playing the fucking music and shit.
I got Luffy Ace finally.
He got Kevin.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, that fucking Sinnoh sucked. I was so mad. As well.
Bro left afterwards.
My Kevin pulls were crazy. I remember that banner.
That was a French Annie.
Oh,
That was the
man.
French Annie. That shit was cracked as fuck. That
Yeah,
banner.
I think I got them in six multis. Them and I got another unit that was really good at the time. I forgot who.
I think it was like one of the
But
first
yeah.
times I streamed was the Kevin pulls or some shit like that.
Damn.
Hashtag Kevin.
Hashtag Kevin. Any other wedding stories going around?
I have mine's quick. I've never been to a wedding. I'm going to my first wedding in March
Yeah,
at
Todd and,
Disneyland.
Todd and Chris's wedding tomorrow. That's what you're going. See you later.
Yes.
See you there,
No,
mate.
but I'm going to my first wedding in March at Disneyland, so I can answer
There's
this
gonna,
next year.
something's going down. Someone's vomiting on the ride. Someone's fucking doing something's going down at that wedding. I can't wait to hear that next in fucking March, dude.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fucking funny as. All right, you Stump. What do you got? I'm sure you're a fucking Australia, mate. Yeah, can't. You're gonna have some crazy shit.
I've been to a few weddings in my day. The fun story is that I went to one of my best friend's weddings, and she was throwing the bouquet.
Oh god, here we
And
go.
all the girls were running to the front, and I'm standing at the back with one of my best mates and the groom. And I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I had a bit to drink at this point, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like, because everyone was flocking like the front of the reception area, and they're like, "Oh, she's gonna throw the bouquet," and I was like, "Damn, I feel real bad for any bitch that's trying to catch that because your wife has an arm on her." And we weren't even looking. She launches this bouquet, and as I'm saying it, I'm like, I put my arm out. And I went, we could probably just put our arms out like this, and it would just we just catch it, and we're right at the back. As I was saying that, the bouquet's just fallen straight into my hand.
Oh
And
god.
the boys are looking at me like, bro, and I'm like, oh no. And then we've looked to the floor, and the army of single women that
running
were just
at you is fucked.
utterly appalled that I'd caught the bouquet was just like, and they all started like running towards us. So the groom and my other best mate put me up on their shoulders. They were like, "Yeah!" So none of the girls could get it.
Oh
like,
man.
soon as I turned around, the amount of women that have just jumped on me to grab these flowers, I'm just like, I just put them on the ground and basically just walked off. Like,
Ran away. Just fucking sprinted
we
away.
really-
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck this shit.
The pure anger from about 50 single women at me in that very moment was just absolutely hilarious.
Ladies hate him. Ladies hate him.
Pretty much. But then the recent wedding I went to with my cousins on New Year's up in Port Macquarie, and some of my dad's family, they do like to drink and they get a bit toxic.
Okay.
So I didn't know anyone, so they need someone to work the bar. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll work the bar at a wedding.
I'll send it.
I was the bartender, and my auntie, who's can be pretty nasty, to be honest. She can not be a nice person at times.
Okay.
She was getting real drunk.
Yeah.
And she comes up to me like, "Ryan, pour me another glass." And at this point, I'd cut her off without her knowing. But she said to me, "There's no way I'll ever drink Prosecco." So I got a bottle of soda water, and I put like half of it filled with Prosecco, half of it was soda water, and just fed her Prosecco for the entire night. And then she ended up leaving because she was too drunk. I was like, "Bitch, you ain't drunk. You're hydrated."
Yeah, you fucking, you're healthy. Bitch, you're healthy right now.
So we got rid of her earlier in the night, which was already a positive. But on top of that, she went home and got super smashed.
She woke up fresh. She was like, "Okay, let's go."
You know, she woke up the next day like claiming she had this massive hangover, and she was like, "Oh, I drank so much last night," and I'm sitting there like,
okay.
No, you did not.
Okay.
The entire family did as well, except for her, and to this day, she still thinks that she was smashing wines at like 4:00 in the afternoon, when realistically she was drinking soda water with a splash.
Some delicious soda water, no stress.
That's actually really funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So now the whole family's caught her out on like, yeah, okay, so you just talk shit half the time. So
yeah, we know you're actually a pathological liar. That's awesome.
Pretty much, yeah. So it was good fun.
Oh,
and also, best way to meet people when you don't know anyone at a wedding is serve them drinks.
Love that.
Didn't know anyone's name, but I knew exactly what everyone was drinking.
Love it.
Not bad.
I've been to a lot of weddings, like a lot of them. But I think I've always just been like young at all of them, so I haven't like really had opportunity to like for anything like kind of ridiculous to happen per se. I think like in the most recent one, I think I fucking like tore my hammy and my hamstring at a wedding.
What?
Because I was fucking dancing too much. I was like dancing too much. I put my foot down and I just heard like, and it was fucking going.
Only you.
I was fucking going too hard. I'm the life of the party, man. Oh, a crazy thing that happened at a wedding. I think I might have told this on the podcast before, but I gotta say it again. Was we had a wedding where we flew up to like it was like this like massive resort area, blah blah blah. We sat down at a table, and I was sitting at a table with a couple of my friends, but then a bunch of people that we didn't know. And then one of the guys there, he was like kind of like trying to create conversation, but he was like really awkward and really shit at it. And like but he thought he was really good at it, so it was like just kind of weird. And like he asked me, he's like, "Oh, so like, do you blow up buildings for a living?" Was the first thing he said to me, and I was like, "Excuse me?
Wait, do you what?
Do you blow up buildings for a living?"
Oh, what the fuck?
And like that's because I'm Arabic,
God.
and I was like,
Yeah.
no. What? I was like, no. I work a fucking regular job. I work in IT. He's like, oh, so. Then the next thing he says to me is like, oh, so do you have a desk with a window? And I was like, bro, who the fuck are you? This guy's name, what's the guy's name? It was Connor, I think his name was, or some shit.
Fucking Connor.
And then I think and then I told all my mates like what had just happened. We kept it away from like the bride and groom and shit. We're like, we're not gonna throw them into it or whatever. But then the whole time, this guy just got fucking like annihilated. Like no one spoke to him. No one said anything to him. He sat there alone the whole fucking night. He had a horrid night. And then me being the asshole that I am, I like at like towards the end of the wedding, like we were all like dancing and stuff, and he was like standing alone, and I grabbed him. I was like, "Oh, come on, Conrad, let's dance!" And I pulled him in. I pulled him into the circle with all my friends. There's about 20 of us all circled around, and it's just me and him going round and round in circles, and everyone's just like closing in on us. And he must have felt so fucking paranoid the whole time. And then like, yeah, I was like, "Damn, bro. How the fuck are you gonna pull up on someone and just be racist? Just you haven't met the person yet."
That's crazy.
Like,
that's insane.
I was like, okay, dude, no worries. And then later I find out that no one fucking likes him, and then he like also got fired from his job. So I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Oh.
So I was like, you can hold that for all I care about.
Makes sense.
But I was like, damn, bro, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it for the questions. Sorry, on the One Piece side of things. If they ever made a spin-off of One Piece, which character / crew would you want the spin-off to be about? Shanks, Roger, Rocks, Joy Boy, pouring one out for the homie. Yeah, what would you want to see a spin-off or side story of?
I would like to see a story of if Ace didn't die.
Ooh.
I want to see that kind of.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that, actually. That's a good idea.
I want to see one if Pell died.
Come on, dude. Come on, man. That's the boy. I think it's probably there's a lot of easy ones. Like a dragon story would be cool. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say like I would definitely love to see like Shanks POV.
Yeah, Shanks
would
be sick. Like I think even like any one of those ones would be like cool as fuck. Like, even like shit like the Whitebeard pirates, you know, like obviously like the Roger pirates and all their stories.
Blackbeard would be crazy.
Blackbeard would be fucking cool as shit, especially in the recent chapter. All my days, bruv. You know, like she's really fucking popping off. That's it. I think that's us done. Kaput, finished, complete. Episode 122 in the books. First episode of season 5 of the podcast. You know, look at us go. Still going strong.
Woohoo.
5 years later.
Congrats on the 5 years, boys. That artwork that
Yeah, oh fuck, dude. You know what? You're so right. I'm actually a shit person.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe I forgot awesome. About that, dude. Shout out. I'm just finding it real quick.
That was crazy cool, man.
Shout out to X Green X Room X on Twitter. For the amazing fucking fan art that they did for our 5th anniversary. That shit was fucking gas, dude. Like, more power to you. That's awesome. Keep up the good work. We appreciate you guys for, again, 5 years of the potty. It's been a wild ride, and you know, I don't think the breaks are hitting us anytime soon. We're gonna keep going strong for as long as these guys can put up with me, I suppose. Then you know we'll keep making we'll keep making the old podcast. But from there though, Stump. Thanks for joining us randomly today.
Anytime.
If you want, this is your chance. If you want to shout anything out, anything you want to say, by all means, let it fly.
No, we're not here for that, bro. We're here for the good times.
Hell yeah,
Shout
brother.
As always.
So that's it. With that being said, though, if you've enjoyed that episode, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment Strength Shanks if you've made it this far. And also, while you're there, hit the join button. Plenty of different tiers at different price points. We would greatly appreciate that support. Further to that, make sure you go down there in the description. You can find Stump's YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, I don't know, all that kind of stuff. You can find it all down there. make sure you go follow, like, subscribe, send him money. I don't know, do all that kind of fun stuff. He would greatly appreciate it, and we would as well. Further to that, make sure you go down there. You can see all of our socials via Linktree. That's linktr.ee/perfect. Go follow us on Twitter at GGP Podcast. Also, you can find the audio on anchor.fm/Good Great Perfect, which I think has changed to podcast.spotify.com/Good Great Perfect. Fucking stupid, but I mean, it is what it is. Also down there, you can go find all of our socials. You can go find Normal Guy, Dark Knight, T-Dog, E-Money, P-Swizzle, and Dark Knight. All of us in the description down below. Make sure you go follow, like, subscribe, and do all that kind of fun stuff. We would also greatly appreciate that too. But that's it. Episode 122 in the books. Once again, thanks Stump for joining us today. Also, shout out to Todd and Carissa on their wedding. All the best for you guys going forward. But I've been Captain Puppy, Flame Knight, and Stump. Thank you guys for listening to another episode. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.